Hey guys, today we'll be looking at factorizing quadratic expressions. So the first thing that you have to know what is a quadratic expression. So a quadratic expression is an expression that is usually consists of three terms. So, for example, it's written in a standard form of ax squared plus bx plus c. That's how we identify a quadratic expression. So, in order for you to factorize a quadratic expression, so step one, you have to find the factors of c. After finding the factors of c, use the factors of c. You either add them or subtract them. They have to give you the value of b. So let me show you an example. So let's say, for example, we are given x squared. We are given x squared minus 4x minus 45. So first step we do, what do we do? We find the factors of 45. So what are the factors of 45? We have 3 multiplied by 15. We have 5 multiplied by 9. We have 45 multiplied by 1. 45 multiplied by 1. So after finding these factors, you have to check which ones, when you add or subtract them, they'll give you the middle term. So when you add 3 and 15, what will you get? You'll get 18. When you subtract, you'll get what? 12. So we cancel those ones out. They won't work. So we have 5 and 9. So when you add 5 and 9, what do you get? You get 14. But when you subtract them, you get minus 4. Minus 4. So the factors that you have to use is what? 5 and 9, since you have 4, which is the same as the value of b. So these are the factors you're going to use. So we'll open a pair of brackets, then x on 1, the other x on 1. So you're going to put your factors, which is 5 and 9, 5 and 9, 5 and 9. Then you have to put signs in this bracket. So which signs are you going to use? So I'd advise you that always look at this. If this number is positive, that means the signs have to be the same. So if it's negative, that means they have to be different, the signs that you put here. So since it's negative, you know we have to have a positive sign and a negative sign. So how do you decide which one goes where? So usually look at the middle term. So we say that the bigger number takes the sign of the middle term. So the bigger number takes the sign of the middle term. So the middle term is 4. The middle sign is what? It's negative. So we'll have negative here. Then here we'll have positive. Then you can prove this. Let me erase. I can prove this by doing the FOIL. So we can this, that, this, that. So let's say x multiplied by x, you get x squared. Then x multiplied by negative 9 is negative 9x. Then 5 multiplied by x is what? Positive 5x. Then 5 multiplied by negative 9 is negative 45. So we have like terms here. So negative 9x plus 5x, which is equals to 4. Then you'll have equals to negative 4x minus 45. So we factorize correctly. So let me give you another example. Now you have, let me clear the screen. Now you have 9 and 8. Let me check this. Let me erase here. So now we have 9 and 8. So okay, so we have x squared minus 9x plus 8. So we said the first step we do what? We want the factors of c, which is 8 in this case. So the factors of 8 is what? 8 by 1, 4 by 2. So that's the only factors that we have. So when you add 8 or 9, you get what? 9. So okay, in this case we are done because 9, we have 9 as b. So we'll open a pair of brackets again. Open, open, open. Then x on one, x on the other one. So then after that, you can put whatever one wherever you want. So you can put a this side, one here. So I said if this sign of c is positive, that means the signs are the same. So we have negative 9, and I said the middle the bigger number always takes the sign of what? The middle term. So in this case 8 will take what? Negative. So if this one is negative, since we have this positive, we'll have negative. Then that's how you factor out. Another example, let's say now we are given let me see, we are given okay, x squared. We are given x squared plus 2x plus 2x minus 8. So we find the factors of 8. What are the factors of 8? It's 4 by 2, 8 by 1. So when you add 4 and 2, what do you get? You get 6. When you subtract 4 and 2, you get what? 2. So we have 2 already. So we're going to use this factor. So we are going to open another pair of brackets. Then you put in the numbers that you have. So we have x. So the factors is what? 4 and 2. So we can put 4 here, 2, or the other way around. Then since we have this negative here, we said what? This the bigger number takes the sign of what? Of the middle term. So now it's going to be positive here. So since it's negative, we said if it's negative, that means the signs are different. So that means since we have positive here we have what? Negative. Then you are done. So let me give you an example to do by yourself. You can pause the video and try it by yourself. So let's say now you're given, let me erase this. Start up. Okay. Now we have, now you're given okay, x squared. Now you're given x squared minus 3x. Let me say plus 3x. Then we say plus 2. So you can pause the video now and try this. Okay, so we're going to look at the factors of 2. So the factors of 2 is 2 by 1. That's the only factors we have. So we are going to open a pair of brackets. Then x on both sides. Then the factors of 2 is 2 and 1. 2, 1. So then after that, whenever the sign is what? Is positive. That means the signs that goes in the bracket are the same. So now we decide. Then we say the bigger number always takes what? The sign of the middle term. So the middle term is positive, then means 2 is going to be positive. Because of this positive, that means this one is going to be positive also. Then you are done. Thank you for watching. Our next video will be about grouping, factorizing by grouping. Thank you.